Oh, you're finally awake. You've been out for several hours. I was worried that I might have put too many sleeping drugs into your Red Bull, but I'm glad you're awake. There's no use in struggling, sweetheart. I tied you down to that chair I bought from IKEA for just $10 really hard. I tied the rope 5 times. Plus, I added some chains with padlocks on them. So there's no way you could escape. I'm sorry, I can't understand you with that tape on your mouth. Here, let me take it off for you. I still can't understand you. Oh, that's right, there's still a gag in your mouth. Silly me. Here, let me take it off for you. There you go. You can speak clearly now, though I suggest you don't try to scream, because if you do, I'm forced to use this machine that will make you shut up. I call it the shut your damn mouthinator. I know it's just a frying pan, but a frying pan to the head is enough to make anyone keep their mouth shut, including you. So if I were you, I would just stay silent, unless you want to get a bonk on the head with a frying pan. It's, part of my Rapunzel cosplay. A wise choice. You're quite smart. I like that about you. Now, I know all the questions you're going to be asking because I know this isn't your first time going through this type of stuff. Where are you? How do you get here? Who am I? Why are you here? Am I going to hurt you? Will I ever let you go? All that stuff. First, where are you? Well, you're in my basement. I paid some people to build this basement a few months ago just so we can keep you here. Trust me, it cost me a lot of money to build this basement. I thought it would be cheaper since you just mine towards the bottom of the house. That's how you built the basement, right? Just mine downward and put a lot of stuff in it? Well, it doesn't matter. What matters now is that you're here with me. And I'll do anything for you, even building a basement in my home to keep you safe. The second question is, how do you get here? Well, as I said before, I put sleeping pills in your Red Bull. Then, after you conked out, I brought you here. Just as easy as that. How did I get into your home in the first place? Well, through the front door, of course. Well, yeah, you did lock the door, but your door lock is incredibly weak. I could lockpick it with just a paper clip and a pocket knife. I learned how to do it from a certain lawyer on YouTube. What type of lawyer? The lockpicking kind, I guess. But that doesn't matter. By the way, I'm not recommending your current lock if you're looking for good security for your home. I hope you didn't buy that lock from more than $1, because if you did, you just got scammed. How did no one see me? Well, actually, there are a lot of people that see me, but I just told them I'm your locksmith trying to fix your lock, and they just went away. There are a lot of people that know I'm trying to break in, but they just don't care. Some even wish me good luck. What a nice neighborhood you live in. Anyway, after a few minutes, I finally managed to get into your house. I head straight into your room, and then I see you playing games on your PC. You're looking so adorable when you're raging in front of your monitor because you can't beat the boss in Elden Ring. I watched you for about an hour, then you got up from your chair and went to the bathroom. I was panicked because you got up so suddenly. Good thing you have a lot of life-size anime figures, so I could just stand still and pretend to be one of them. And it worked! You just stared at me for a few seconds and proceeded to the bathroom. When you went to the bathroom, I quickly put 10 sleeping pills inside of your Red Bull, and then I went back to pretending to be your life-size anime figure again. 14 minutes and 32 seconds later, you came back, sit on your desk again, but after you sat down, you just look at your monitor a few seconds, then you face-planted on your keyboard, and you fall asleep again after that. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, so you must be very tired at that time. I could just take you with me right away, but I don't want to risk waking you up, so I just made you drink the Red Bull with the sleeping pill in it while you were asleep. After that, I tried to carry you on my back, but you're really heavy, so I just dragged you on the floor. Going down the stairs was very tough. Sorry about the bruises, by the way. They'll go away, don't worry. I then take you to the car that I parked conveniently in front of your house. I tried to put you in my car, but you're really heavy, so I'm struggling to quite a bit. Fortunately, a cop was patrolling the area. I asked him to help you get inside my car. I say to him that I want to bring you to the hospital because you passed out from too much Red Bull. And he helped me put you in your car. It was really stupid. After that, I drove you to my house. It was about an hour drive. When we arrived, I immediately realized a new problem. I needed to bring you inside. Fortunately, my neighbor helps me take you inside. This is such a nice young girl. So after that, I take you to my basement, tie you up to this chair with some ropes and chains, put a gag in your mouth, and put tape over it, and here you are! Why did no one stop me? I don't know. Either I'm just lucky or the writer runs out of ideas on what to write. What do I mean by that? I don't think about it too much. Anyway, the third most common question I know you're going to ask when you get kidnapped by someone is, who am I? Well, to be honest, that's quite a silly question. Don't you remember me? No? Aw, that makes me sad. But don't worry, let me remind you. We met in front of that cafe near your house. I remember the date exactly. It was May 29th, 2021 at 4:49 p.m. At that time, it was so crowded, people bumping into each other, and it was really hard to walk between all of those people. It was a really busy street at that time. At that time, we accidentally bumped into each other, and we made eye contact for about 0.69420 seconds. In that 0.69420 seconds, I looked into your eyes and I could see that you were my destined soulmate. I can already imagine our future together. We're gonna get married and live in a cabin on the mountain, and we're gonna have 4 kids, 8 grandkids, and 16 great-grandkids. We're going to live together until we're 96 years old or longer if we're lucky. It's going to be a perfect life, just you and me creating a big, happy family. Of course I'm serious. That's what true love is. And naturally, if you really love someone, you want to stay by their side the whole time. So it's only logical to kidnap you and keep you here, because that way you could stay with them even longer. It's only illegal if you get caught. So far, no one's trying to catch me, so there's no problem. Oh, your family? Don't worry about them. I already asked their consent to kidnap you beforehand. They said they would love for me to take you because they've been waiting for you to get significant others for so long. Oh, by the way, your mom is a very lovely person. She offered to help me kidnap you, but I don't want to trouble her even more, so I declined the offer. I'm serious. Anyway, your next question is why you're here. Well, you should have already known the answer by now, but I don't mind explaining it to you again. You're here because I kidnapped you, obviously. I want you to stay by my side, and what better way to keep by my side than to kidnap you and keep you here? Yeah, I could just ask you out, but I can't do that. That's too much for me. The fact that I need to talk directly in front of your face to confess my feelings, it scared me so much. Kidnapping you is much easier. Yeah, so much easier. I mean, kidnapping people is obviously much easier than talking to people. When talking to people, you need to actually talk to them. And there's a possibility that they will reject you. But when you're kidnapping people, you don't need to actually talk to them. You just need to bonk them in the head or give them some sleeping pills, then take them to the place of your choice. Tie them up, and then profit. You don't need to worry about rejection since they have no choice anyway. Quite easy, right? Well, yeah, you could say that you don't like me now, but Stockholm Syndrome is a really powerful thing. It's all a matter of time, and we have a lot of time. How long will I wait? As long as it needs to be. I know you're gonna fall for me eventually. Sure, it's from a mental breakdown from staying in this basement for far too long, and maybe some manipulation and threatening here and there, but hey! You know what they say. Love is love after all. Don't worry. I already watched a lot of videos about Stockholm Syndrome on YouTube. And I watched Beauty and the Beast a lot of times. And I watched a lot of Yandere audio roleplays. Seriously, there are tons of them. I was learning a lot from them, so I have a pretty good knowledge on what I'm doing. So don't worry, I'm gonna make you fall for me in no time. And if it doesn't work, as I said before, we have a lot of time. Okay, then the next question you're going to ask is, will I hurt you? Well, it depends on the situation, really. If you behave, then I won't hurt you. But if you misbehave, then I have no choice but to hurt you. But there are certain people that like to be hurt for some reason. So if you're into that, I'll still hurt you even when you're behaving. Then again, if you enjoy getting hurt, then punishing you by hurting you wouldn't be effective. I guess if that's the case, I have to find another way to punish you. Maybe by giving you compliments or lots of head pats. That should work as a punishment, right? Okay, the last question is, will I ever let you go? Well, no. Anyway, I think that answers all of your questions. Do you have any other questions you want to ask, my darling? Don't actually answer that. He's starting to run out of ideas and insanity is running low. So it's best for you not to ask any more questions. Who's he? Don't think too much about it. The point is there's nothing you could do to escape. We're meant to be together and nothing can separate us. You will stay here forever, whether you like it or not. You could protest all you want, but none of your words are going to change my mind. I'm planning all of this for such a long time, so I'm not going to let you go that easily. I mean, seriously, I spent so much time stalking you and finding literally everything about you. I also spent quite a lot of money on this basement and some other stuff, so releasing you is going to be a waste of money and time. I think you understand that. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go somewhere. I'm not sure where, but somewhere. And while I'm going, I'm asking you politely to try not to escape. If you try to escape, I'll be super sad. And if I'm sad, I'll go mad. And if I go mad, you're not going to like what happens next. What will you do while I'm gone? I don't know, anything, I guess. You could do anything as long as it's not an attempt to escape. Maybe while you're waiting, you can imagine our future together. I think that would entertain you. Your own imagination is the best playground, after all. I'm going to bring you some food after I come back. You must be hungry after all that kidnapping stuff, so yeah. I'm just going to leave you here all alone for a few minutes, and you're not going to try to escape, even though you had a chance, because that's how it always goes. And even if you manage to escape, he'll always find you and bring you back here again and again, because that's how it always goes. And you will love me eventually, because that's how it always goes. Bye, my love. I'll be back in a moment. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.